Alright guys, so in this video I want to go through how hard actually is it to sell on Amazon. Is it as hard as people make out? Is it actually really simple? Is it really easy? That's what we're going to cover in this video. So if you're interested to hear what we're going to talk about and the outcome of this video, then give it a subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and comment down below now in the video if you enjoyed it. Any of that stuff is greatly appreciated and really helps. So with all that said, let's get into the video. So I don't want to waste your time or mine in this video, guys. I want to get straight to the point on my views on this topic. So my own beliefs on is Amazon actually as hard as people make it out is that I think that Amazon is actually very simple, but that doesn't mean it's actually easy. And in some aspects, depending on how you go about it, you can actually make it very hard for yourself. So I'm going to break down why it's actually simple, why that doesn't mean it's easy, and how some people make it harder than it has to be in the video. So I've got some notes here so I don't go off topic too much. So let's actually start here with why the process is simple. So at the end of the day, when you think about selling on Amazon, the process is out there everywhere. Everyone knows the process to selling on Amazon. Everyone knows how to find a product, do product research. You know how to contact suppliers and maybe ship your goods. You might know about launching. The general process, if someone asked you, can you explain to me how FBA works or how to sell on Amazon, you could probably explain to them the process in some form of either great detail or some detail. You would have a good idea of how someone could go about selling on Amazon. And that's why I think Amazon is quite simple, because we all know how to do product research. You know what? We all know how to do those things, but that doesn't necessarily make it easy, because even though we all know how to do product research for the most part, and if you don't, then check out the Your Product Research series, it's going to really help you. But for the most part, we all know how to do that. But if that meant it was easy, then why doesn't everyone have $1 million products or £1 million products selling on Amazon right now? It's because it's not necessarily easy just because it's simple. So we all know the process, we know how to find a product, but the actual journey of trying to do that, trying to find a product that fits the criteria of having good sales, low reviews, not loads of competition, you can get a good enough margin on it, it's not huge and oversized, we have a lot of FBA fees. So the actual method of going about the simple process is not always easy. And just to back up the process and how simple it is, you get people from all over the world doing this. You don't have to have a degree or be really tech savvy. You can just be, I've got loads of people who are actually students of mine who are in their 60s and probably a bit older than that actually, who are retired now. They don't really use computers that much, but they've started selling on Amazon. So you really don't have to be that tech savvy or that smart to do this, because the process is so simple. Now, a lot of this as well on whether Amazon is actually easy or hard to do will depend on you and your mentality going into this, because I'm going to assume that the majority of my audience is either in part-time work or they're in full-time employment while trying to sell on Amazon on the side. And you need to ask yourself before you start how bad you actually want this and how bad you actually believe this is a way to actually make money. Because if you don't really believe that you can make money with Amazon, if you don't really trust the process, then you're going to make it very hard for yourself, because you need to be ready for, after working a full day, whether you have a really hard job or just an office job, whatever you do, you need to be ready to work a full-time employment, maybe eight or more hours a day, and then come back home and spend an extra 2-3 hours a night either researching how to sell on Amazon, or trying to find products, or messaging suppliers early in the morning. So a lot of it will come down to your mentality as well, which might actually, to you, make Amazon a lot more harder than it seems, just from the time that you need to put into it, the time you need to invest at the very beginning to either learn the process or just follow the process. Because even if you do know the process off by heart, as we said, implementing it is not always as easy as it sounds, even if you know how to do it. Because at the end of the day, if you're one of the people who, like most people selling on Amazon, want to learn through YouTube and Facebook and Google and try and learn how to sell on Amazon completely by yourselves, that's completely fine. That's how most people do it. It's most of the sellers who are successful do it that way. But just don't delude yourself. And I'm being 100% honest here that you are going to spend maybe 5 to 6 months learning the process of maybe 2 to 3 hours a night. And that's not trying to blow it out of proportion or trying to be unrealistic. That is 100% just the fact of it. You're going to spend many hours and many months learning the process from about 10, 15 different sources, just trying to plug everything together to get one simple process. And if 10 people are trying to tell you 10 different ways to do something, are you going to get one clean way to do something, or are you going to piece bits of a process together trying to get the full picture, and it's just not gonna go well? You're gonna have chips and in your process that there shouldn't be if you just got given the process as it is. So you just need to accept that if you work a full-time job and then you want to come and do this on the side and you want to learn it by yourself, then you need to have that like mental toughness, and it is going to make Amazon quite hard for you because of the hours you have to put in just to learn the simple process. Because as we've been over, the process is simple, but it's just there's so many bits to it that it's going to take you a very, very, very long time to learn on. You just need to be ready for that. Otherwise, it's going to be a very hard time for you trying to sell on Amazon. So I hope this has covered my thoughts on this topic, guys, about why Amazon is simple, it's not always easy, and why if you go about it a certain way, it can be hard. But for any of you who have stuck around to this point, I know that you're actually serious about selling on Amazon. So if you do want to sell on Amazon in the UK and you're looking for a program to teach you everything step by step with my personal support, go and check out the AZ Academy. First link in the description. I don't bother me if you get it or not. I think it's going to greatly help you with your Amazon journey and advance you probably 6 months before anyone else trying to learn by themselves. But if not, enjoy the free content. I put it out for free. I want to help everyone. I'm the biggest Amazon FBA UK group in the UK, giving out free support. My goal here is just to help you. So if I can give you a resource that can help you do that better, then that's fantastic. I really hope it helps. So with all that said, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments down below on what you think about Amazon. Do you think it's easy or do you think it's hard? I'd love to hear everyone else's opinions on this topic. So with all that said, I'll see you in the next video.